Okay. Hi, it is Forbidden, and welcome to another reality user interview. Today I have Katsuga. Katsuga, everybody, Katsuga! Katsu, please introduce yourself.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Kasuga. I am just your regular, normal, average person here on reality. I usually like to be, I guess you could say, classified myself as like a vlogger,
Okay.
or I guess what I would say, a vlog tuber here. Because I mostly
Okay.
deal with in real life stuff, usually. I like to discuss about, like, what I'm doing, what's the plan I want to do with you guys, and what's going on around my surroundings and stuff, just to give you guys a good insight of just what my life is like in real life, in a way. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I like how he's like, oh yeah, I'm just a regular guy, as he breaks 60,000 followers. Okay. Okay, just your regular everyday guy. Yeah, definitely. Um, so Katsu, you said you're like a vlogger, like a virtual blogger, right? So do you consider yourself a VTuber as well?
For that question, honestly, yeah, I would, I guess, classify myself that way, in a way, but
Okay.
it's not really officially a VTuber because I first do not have like an actual avatar where it's like officially mine. It would have to
Mm.
be like from Twitch or something. This one is technically where I'm renting it off. So
Okay.
this
Okay.
platform is just a starting point for you to be a VTuber in the future. That's
Okay.
what I think.
Okay. So like a diving board. So it sounds like you are planning on stepping further into the waters that is VTubing though, based off of that comment.
Yes, I am planning on wanting to do that in the future for sure. Um, it will probably take within at least maybe 2 to 3 years because
Okay.
of in real life stuff and my studies I will be wanting to pursue. So I am considering that for sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Do you think your content would stay the same of it being more of like a vlog style, or would you go into more like classic streaming, like games and things like that?
So, to answer that question, I believe that I will still keep to this kind of a content with like my vlogging because I will still discuss to you guys about a little bit of my in real life stuff
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because I want to get you guys involved with me as a person as if you guys are sort of there. You can't
Okay.
physically be here, but I want you guys sort of like involved with me for what's
Mm-hmm.
happening. So yes, it will still be retained, but I will be able to play certain genres with video games that I am also interested in, as well with maybe some possible friends in the future that I may make.
Okay. Okay.
My, I guess you could say my platform may be considering is Twitch,
Mm-hmm.
possibly, as that is one of my aims. I used to do Twitch back in 2014 or 15, and I used to play
Okay.
on like my PS4
Mm-hmm.
all the time, and I would always stream my games on them. So I do have an idea about it, but nothing where it comes to like a VTubing.
Okay.
That's
So
the
you
next
you
step.
know the face streaming kind of side. Okay. So that leads into another question that I do have is, well, obviously you have experience being a content creator on a different platform. How do you think that helps your reality experience? And I'll continue the next question after I find out more information. So yes.
Mm, could you repeat that one more time,
Yes.
please?
So how did your experience as a content creator on a different platform influence how you use reality?
So I used to be on a different social app. It used to be called Amino. So I used to be administrator, I used to be moderator,
Mhm.
and I used to be leader in at least that app for about 2 to 3 years when it was like starting to grow.
Mhm.
So I used I use that influence in a way from knowing how a good system to approach people depending on your hierarchy, and especially what works with the trends.
Okay. Okay.
Because when you do social apps, you need to pay attention to your audience and what is starting to like catch people's attention. And I took that implementation and implemented that into reality for what are their trends on here.
Okay.
And
Okay.
anything that is within my reasonable grounds where I'm able to feel comfortable. So that is what helped influence me from me starting out. Even though that I was shy, insecure, and not really forthcoming with my voice to where it is now, that's what's grounded me to still keep that retaining of information to where it is.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Katsu, do you engage in any other social media for Katsuga, for this character? Like, do you have a TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube channel when you are using this avatar at all? Like, do you have any cross
Well,
posting?
with this avatar, my cross posting would be for now the Discord server.
Okay.
There are several Discord servers that I do show my avatars, especially my outfits and my creations that I make, because I do love fashion design. I have studied that. It's one of my favorites.
A.
So I want to show inspiration to people that you can definitely make a great outfit if you try. And with that ideology, I try to put that as well for, I guess, Instagram. It is still in the making for my Instagram that I do have. So it will take a couple months, I will say, because of circumstances I'm doing.
Yeah.
I also do have Twitter, but I only use that for mostly, well, looking at Twitter and stuff for like,
Katsu's a
I don't know,
lurker? Are you
updates on
telling me you
anything.
lurk?
Yes. Well, I mean, why do you think Cheshire Cat is always hiding in the frickin' woods, Brody? Why do you think he's up there to be lurking, Brody?
Wait, wait, wait.
Indeed, Brody.
So,
And,
Katsu.
what else? Nope, that is pretty much it.
Okay, that's
That's
it.
pretty much all the platforms.
So, do you think your experience as a reality streamer is going to help you jump into streaming on other platform?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I can say that 100%. Because within almost my 2 years here being on this app, it has gained me the confidence, the competence, and especially the, what is that word I'm looking for? Just giving that resilience to
Okay.
others, an inspiration to grow on here. And just believing that there is a community that's willing to accept me, it just gave me at least the confidence that I can really try to at least make myself known on something, and just being open and normal with everyone for just being myself. So yes, with the knowledge I've gained, the people I've met, and just even the content that I've grown on here, that I've learned, that I've tried, I can at least use that to my advantage for me to at least provide at least a safe, comfortable space for my viewers and for you guys, my friends.
I love that. I love that, Katsu. Now, my question is, so on the Japanese surfer, there are some VTubers who make decent money, like they are able to professionally VTube on reality. If that ever comes to the North American server, would you contemplate not then moving to Twitch to make content?
I will consider that. But I would need to know your terms and conditions for what you have outlined for me and for your company. Excuse me, that is my humble request. I would like to have clarification,
Yeah, you'd
and I
want
would
to know
like to
what like
know
what the
at
terms are that
least the
reality
bottom
has.
line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And at least making it fair and at least giving the good benefit for both sides.
Yeah.
Not just
Okay.
one, at least good enough for fair.
So a similar competitive rate of like to the payout that Twitch or YouTube would give you if you were streaming on their platform. You'd want something similar.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
And at least with the commission that we do get in return,
Mm.
I want it to be at least fair with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we
So
all know how it's been changing these days.
so with the creators fair, we're actually seeing some sort of cut for the user. So with the Reality Creator Fair, users were able to submit their art to make avatar items that are sold in the avatar shop, and each artist for every item sold gets 30% commission of the item. So do you think 30% would be a reasonable percentage? Because that's thereabouts what you do get on Twitch and YouTube.
30%, I would say, by my experience, average. I would like to maybe bump it up to maybe 35 to 40,
Okay,
in my
okay,
opinion.
okay.
Because I
30,
understand it is
that's
a
not a bad split.
business,
Mm-hmm.
but just make it a little bit better.
Okay. So, how did you get on reality? How did you find it? I know it's been 2 years, but do you remember?
I do. I remember it when I was on Facebook. I was
Okay.
scrolling through everything, just looking at the Facebook marketplace, and then I just saw reality on there. I was like, the frick is this thing here? I never seen this thing. And I know that Facebook likes to choose things because
Mm-hmm.
of your search bar, and it finds things that interest you. And it tries
Mm-hmm.
to combine those things. And then it just accumulates into what you see in front of you. And that's how I found reality. I
Do
was
you
very,
was
I guess you could say, scared about it, honestly,
mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
here we are.
So, Katsu, you've been on here for 2 years. Have you ever taken a hiatus?
I did one time,
Okay.
for a day or two. I think it was a day or two or three I did.
Okay. So, do you think hiatuses are important for streamers to take?
I mean, if you think about it, that's like saying, do you think it's important for you when you're working almost 24/7 or streaming 24/7, you should take a break? Absolutely. Self-care is important these days. If you're not streaming properly or doing the work properly, how are you able to entertain your audience? Nobody likes to have negativity. Nobody wants to have to feel you being that you're not ready or up to par. People want you in good health. So I would say yes, it's always important. Depending on your own hiatus that you want to take, whatever you is comfortable, go for it. Because you're only one person, not anybody else. It's your life, and you better take good care of it.
I love those words. So, why do you stay here? Why haven't you done the move? Why have you kept, you only took a hiatus for at max 3 days?
Well, for that 3 days, that one was related to reality drama.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing I will say. And the other one is, well, I do not have the means for me to get a new PC.
Okay.
I don't have that. Nor do I have the budget. Well, technically, I do have the budget for me to actually get at least a VTuber model, get it rigged, get it set up, and then get everything installed. I can just do that right away if I want. But I can't, because I have to focus on what's important to me in real life. That, to me, is sustainable, but that's not going to be something that's going to really help me fully in real life. And then the other reason why I stay is because of you guys. You guys were the reason why I even chose to stay here. I do have a choice in leaving, and I could just be gone without telling you guys right now. And be like, you know what? Screw it. I'm done here.
No,
I don't wanna
deny.
talk with
No,
you
no,
anymore.
we're not even gonna talk about. You
just
don't put those phrases back in your mouth.
And delete every single one of you, unfollow, and be done here. But I choose not to do that. Because, like I said, you guys are the reason why I became the person that I am right now. I used to be very scared for it. And I used to be very shy, insecure, believing that I was not good enough for people. And I did have poor experiences with others that really did say that to me. And some of them even did tell me, you know, to, well,
Yeah,
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it.
we're not gonna say the sad no words. We're not gonna say those. No. But oh gosh, I sorry you had to go through that. How do you
Yeah.
deal with that, Katsu? Because that may be something that some people are experiencing, that they just, and those comments do weigh down on people. How did you get over that?
Like I said, it's because of you guys. I remember when I was sitting down on my bed from that incident that I almost deleted this app. And it said on there, "Are you sure you want to delete this?" My hand was hovering over it for it. But something in my heart or in my brain, I do not know how to describe it, but something was telling me, no, you have to stay. You're not done yet. There's something more and greater waiting for you if you stay. Don't give up. And I listened to that word. That was something of, I don't know, an instinct? Or somebody up there's telling me to stay. And you know, I stayed. I was willing to give it another chance. And when I did, I met everyone that I now know presently. And because of that, that's why I stay. Because I want to make sure that you can be the next generation of streamers who can give that hope and positive influence here. I don't want people to go through the same thing I went through for them. That's why I stay mostly. People have gone through enough here on reality. We all have in real lives that we have that is just too much to bear. There's no need for breaking people's hearts, breaking people's bridges down. There's more broken people than there is fixed people. And I want us to be the next fixers of this app.
Okay.
That's why I stay. For you to do that.
Oh gosh, you're making me blush, Katsu. So, Katsu, I am sure everybody is aware, if they are on the international server, they have to be. Your name is literally sploughed across, the top 10 every month, and in the big events. So, you're a bit on the event grind, I would say. Do you have any advice for someone who wants to do events?
You mean for a big one? or a
Yeah,
small
like
one, or just
sticker,
any
t-shirt,
event.
any events, really. You could even talk about the background. Some people have a hard time acquiring those. So some people, the background is a big event.
All right. No, that is fair. I've been in that position many times, especially starting out. So I do feel for the streamers that are trying their best. Because it's not easy. Background, even a badge, just anything to acquire. I understand. So my advice to anyone here, for you, if you wish to participate in these events, for the background, or anything minuscule or small, I would highly encourage you guys is to first try to think of some content that is interesting. Just try to first get an idea about the trends that's happening in real life. I mean, excuse me, not in real life. Sorry about that. On reality. I wish it was in real life, you guys. I wish.
I make it a lot easier. I'd be like,
So,
ooh, this trend got it.
it would be. I know, right, Brie? The best thing is take a look at the trends. What is flourishing here and what's working with some of the streamers? Give it a try. For example, avatar ratings, talent shows, singing streams, and just talking with people. The next thing you should do is try to get to know the community in the server. You need to build yourself as a person on here. That's one of the key points. Because if we were to visit you and we don't know you, and if you were to join a big event, we'll be like, who are you? We don't know you. So, like I say, first impression makes a big difference. If you want to participate and give it a shot with this, for any event, you need to gain some influence for you as a person with at least interacting with people. That's why this app is here to begin with. It's a social app, but also a pre-VTuber. Because this is what you're going to need to participate if you were to be a VTuber too.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
is
if you were going to
building.
break out.
And the last third one I can say is preparation.
Okay.
If it comes to a big event, you need to prepare. You need to outline, like, who is supporting me? What are the funds? What can I do for content? What can I do to at least be influential here? Who are the people participating? And what is it that grounds me as a person, that identifies me, that is sort of related to this event? You need to think about those things. It's not always just going to be like willy-nilly that you just go on there on a whim. Sure, you can wing it, and sometimes it does work. But you need to actually put some thought into it. I would like to say it is good to think about yourself, but also think about others as well when you're doing this event. Why are you doing this? What is your purpose? And what can you bring to the table for us to see that we want to support you? That's the bottom line for them.
Yeah. No, again, people get scared about the big events because they see the numbers and that they just keep climbing, and they're like, I don't have that type of support. But I feel like that number three is the secret ingredient that a lot of people don't have, especially on the North American server. I feel like a lot of people just wing it. They don't really do any preparation. I know the Japanese server, they very much are planned out. Like they have plans, and obviously you do too. So Katsu, is there something on reality you would like to try but you just haven't done yet?
Honestly, well, I already did participate in like the what do you call it? The tote bag event. It's like a couple months ago. I would like to see more merchandise,
More
in
merch.
my
Okay.
opinion.
Okay.
So, I mean, that is
So in
technically,
note,
I
we're
guess, for
signing Katsu
some of
up
the
for
people that do have that
the
support.
body pillow event. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna sign Katsu up for body pillow. Got it. Mr.
Yes,
Sussy Sticker.
brain. And acrylic stands too. And the sticker too. If you, oh my gosh, if that thing comes out, I'll be like, you guys, do you guys want like a Kasuga body pillow? Cheshire Cat 2.0 at your
2 point.
service. Yay! You can hug me every day.
Oh yeah.
I'll be with you, but I won't physically be with you.
But yeah, so you'd like to see more hard
But
assets, more merchandise.
yes, but not only just that, I want to see something for also the small streamers here too. The
Okay.
people that are not able to achieve that. I want to see where reality can implement events and at least like making it, I guess, favorable in a way for both sides. For
Oh,
example,
like a. Oh, I think I
the
know what you're
events that
talking
we
about.
used,
I think I know what you're talking about.
yes. So the one thing I used to like was the team events. That's one thing I wish they would bring back. The second one, excuse me, is with the background event. So in Japan, they used to have in the background where if you keep on accumulating points after every 50,000, you would get a gotcha ticket, you would get coins, you would get points, and you would keep stacking that up until you get to 1,000,000. I would like reality to do that because that's like trying to achieve milestones. And both parties are gaining favor from this. You're giving incentive to people who want to continue that. And currently, right now, the incentive that we're getting back from with this background event that they have revamped, it is not in favor. And it doesn't feel the value. Whenever I see how it is with other people supporting it for like the backgrounds and stuff, I mean, I'm happy for that. I'm happy they're supporting them. But I also do feel the value for what they're doing for over the limit that it is right now. They're not getting anything.
Yeah,
The
no, I
money
know.
that they put so hard for what these people work is hard. And it's not worth the money. It's just pretty much like, it's just for show Forbidden.
Yeah, no, I know many big
And
streamers
I don't
who,
want,
as soon as they hit the goal, right, the cap on the event, they're like, go give somebody else. Like they're like, I would love to get your support, I would love to get the gifts, but they just don't go to anything besides my pockets, right? And they'd rather have it go to somebody else that it could really help out on their events.
indeed.
So yeah, no, I
And I
like
think
the idea
honestly
of
with that
not
in
a
mind,
limit.
Forbidden, yeah, and with that in mind, Forbidden, I just would like to add, I mean, like, if ever, we should try to at least encourage, like, such as myself, or any streamer that has support, we should at least try to give favor and compassion to others that are not able to do the same as what we have favored to us. So what I'm saying, give to others. If
Yes,
ever we
yes,
do,
yes, yes.
we should at least show that we see you, we feel you, we see how hard you're working, and we want to see you grow just like us.
Feed the
That's
community.
what I would like.
Yeah, yeah. I would
Indeed.
love to see more people,
It's
and
not,
a lot
it's
of
not,
people do. A lot of people really do give back to the community and engage in it. But yeah.
indeed.
Ooh. So Katsu, do you think your personal culture affects your streaming?
Can you give me an example of that,
So your personal
please?
culture is anything that makes you your person up. IRL. So like your social academic background, your race, the places you've lived, the places that you visit, your generational background, Like all of the things that make Kasuga up IRL, how does that affect who you are as a stream? Like how does it affect your streaming? Like your style?
It
Does
it
it?
doesn't really affect much about my personality in a way
Okay.
because how I talk right now, and especially on my streams, is the same as who I am in real life. It
Okay.
doesn't alter really much about what I do. Because why would I want to try and be something that I'm not? It has definitely, at least maybe to some degree, maybe affected me in a way that it's like realizing things I didn't know about myself. That's what I think is the best way I can think that I I feel with it.
Okay.
And it's been a good way of doing it. So, yeah, that's how I feel on that. It hasn't really affected me. It's just given me good things for me to give to people in staying down to earth.
Okay. Keeping you grounded. Katsu, is this your first account?
This is my first account. The
Okay.
one and only. The
Ewan?
original, authentic me.
I do know reality has stated like alt accounts are okay. If they are like there, so like before we didn't have moderation on reality, and so people would have an alt account so they could do dual screen where they could have one phone that was mainly on their avatar and creating content, and then the other one was to watch chat like people do on like YouTube and Twitch. Have you ever used this sort of system before?
Mm, what did the alt account do? Can you repeat
It's
that
basically
again?
like a boom mic. Like so you can listen to your own audio to see if you have any feedback going on, watching the chat. So like maybe that way your screen's not so
Oh.
cluttered, so you're able to still like engage with your model movements.
Okay, yeah. I mean, pretty much you're saying, have you used it as a tester for your
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
stream?
yeah.
Yes, I have. I have done that. I do have an alt, which
You
I
have a boom
definitely
mic
have
guy,
used that
as
for
Puffin
testing
calls him.
purposes to see. Yeah, that's one way to say it, like testing, testing, one, two, three. Yeah, I do have that. I only use it for testing purposes, and I do definitely at least see it from my side if I sound good or not, or my mic sounds crappy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And some people say they
I do.
use it to like check their stream titles to like see how they appear on like the trending page to see, you know, how it looks in the little box, right? So people use it just
Yep.
for like setup purposes. So that then gets me to off stream setup. Obviously, you have a really nice room setup here in the booth, and then I've seen your stream setup in your reality room. But what is your stream setup IRL? Like, are you just holding your phone? Do you have a stand, ring light, different mic, headset, stereo? What are we looking at? What type of specs?
Well, let's see here. With my microphone, it's really good, isn't it? You can hear me really clear. So, I do have a soundboard, but I don't use it often. Um, my setup is usually I have a phone cooling stand. That
Ooh.
keeps it from my phone not overheating. And that keeps it from it being cold, and whenever it's like within the room and stuff, I can maintain at least it not crashing on me.
Okay.
And it's both a stand and a cooling fan. I got my power box if need be, but I also got my charger here, and I got my food if I'm hungry. I got my water if in case I need to choke or I'd be
It's
dry
how you
on
need a
my
joke.
freaking thing. Indeed, Bray. Indeed, Bray. And I just got me and my family.
Okay.
That's what I got for it.
No, I like that. I like the fact that you have
Awesome.
water and food with your setup because I do too. I almost always have something to drink or eat. Just hide it away.
Me too.
Um, it
Me
will because
too.
it's really important to like
Well, I
keep your
mean, you
energy
never
levels
know.
up.
You never, yeah, you never know when you're gonna like collapse on stream or that you need electrolytes or protein, carbs, or
Hmm.
anything to keep you going. Because streaming is difficult, especially
Yeah,
with talking a lot.
yeah. When
You
you do
gotta
it just
be
chatting
ready.
stream, and you're just constantly talking. Yeah. Well, and I know some
Mm-hmm.
of your streams go very long, so it's all about endurance as well. Um,
Mm-hmm. That's
what
correct.
Speaking of endurance, what do you do to make it so you are able to stream multiple hours at a time?
That would be either my avatar ratings or a talent show.
Okay.
That is usually what keeps me distracted from time
Hmm.
and keeping me engaged with the audience and for me having a fun time.
Okay. Okay.
That's what usually sets me to go more than 1 to 2 hours.
Okay. Um, and I had mentioned that we now have reality rooms where we have more VTuber assets to design our own studios, right? To design where we record more than just the backgrounds. How do you like this new feature? Like it just dropped this week.
I do like it. However, it is to me a cash grabber from reality,
Okay.
in my opinion. The reason why is because it's very expensive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's just saying pretty much we cannot buy the furniture, we have to roll for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish, personally, we could buy it. And another thing, too, is for the new users, for them to even at least have a room that they can modify, it definitely doesn't really give good incentive. Sure, there are missions and stuff here,
Mm-hmm.
but the missions for them to at least give a try in getting these items, it's pretty much saying you have to pay to get it.
So you think there's a paywall
So
right
I
now?
would really, it's a paywall, yes. There needs to be better incentive for people that want to be interested
Mm-hmm.
in possibly spending in going for the furniture. Because right now, it's an extra.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how it's being seen.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't want people to feel discouraged by that. Because for me, I got very lucky for mine,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very grateful. But I do not want other people to have to experience that and feel as if that they're discouraged to at least try the room.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that too, it eats up a lot of your phone's data for
Mm-hmm.
the animations and just the amount of what's going on. So I do like it, but there needs to be some better I do not
Some
know
like
the computer
improvements.
technicalities here. Yes, it needs to be reduced at least for the heating up of the phone
Okay.
because I do
Okay.
not appreciate that.
No, I don't think anyone appreciates the fact that their phones go like supernova. If they want to use it for like a if they want to use it for the full stream of like an hour, um, I noticed when I had my phone not plugged in and I was using the room, I was using about 10% battery per 10 minutes. And so that's that it eats you. It eats your battery up very quickly, and that's not even getting into the data that it will take on your phone, which then causes your phone to go slower, which then guess what? Heats up your phone because it wants to process. Um, okay, okay. So you think some like developmental elements could be adjusted. Um, how are you liking the new UI?
I do not like it, Forbidden.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I do not like it. My experience with it has not really been pleasing. I honestly would give this a 2 out of 10.
Okay.
Or better yet, I'll make it even more, a 1 out of 10.
Oh my gosh.
The reason why is because it's not... It's... The biggest reason is that it's not user-friendly, like it
Okay.
used to be. The differentiation with the texts from a username to you chatting has been completely minuscule.
Yeah.
Whereas compared to from the old UI, you're able to tell the difference with it. And I would like to see it be more user-friendly to identify what you're speaking, what
So
you're talking.
they
Not
are
only that,
fixing
the
it.
GIFs as well.
They are fixing it. They are working on it right now. They've been talking about it on Twitter. That they are fixing it because a lot of users have been saying that they're not enjoying it. I really haven't been having an issue, but I also don't. I haven't been doing like any super high engagement chat, and that's why I really wanted to ask you because your chat is always flying. So I figured if anyone would be having any
And
sort of
that's actually one thing I wanted to discuss as well. The one thing that really frustrates me, to put it politely, Forbidden, is the fact that the chat of the name gets half cut off. And then when
yes,
somebody else talks or joins, it gets back to the full page. I do not appreciate that. That is very distracting. That really makes it hard for me to scroll down. And for even me scrolling down, it gets pushed back to the top. I do not appreciate that. That
yeah,
frustrates me as a user and especially as a viewer or a streamer. Because if I need to read what they're saying, it gets cut, and I'm not even able to do that with the UI in my room when I'm talking. Not like the booth, the room. So they need to improve on this greatly. Because it's very distracting and it's very hard to manage and even to use. It's not
okay.
friendly at all.
So, do you think with them fixing it and making it back to more user friendly, do you think your experience will go back to what it was?
I wouldn't say it would go back to what it was Forbidden.
Okay.
Because everything is not always going to be the same. I will say if they do the changes that will implement everybody to be user friendly and to make it fair and at least manageable, then I would say my experience will be better.
Okay.
It may not be the same possibly, but it will be better.
Okay. Okay. That is all of the questions that I have. Yes. Well, all right. Well, Katsu, this might be a little personal. Again, if you don't feel comfortable answering this question, ignore it. But have you used the live points feature where you're able to cash
I
out
have.
Okay, cool. Now, do you use coin that now for those of you who don't know, live points you can go coin for coin. For every live point you receive, you can turn it directly into coin, or you can use Payoneer for the international server to turn those points into money. Have you used it in both methods or just one?
You know, Forbidden, Reality's staff actually asked me that same question you are asking me right now.
Oh my gosh.
All
Oh
three
my
of them
gosh.
did. So, yep,
I sorry, I
they
didn't
did.
know.
So, I'll just... It's okay, don't worry. It's fine. So when they talked to me, I discussed to them about the value system that was not being fair towards, I would say, in a way, a commission that we're
Okay.
getting back from the live points. I understand from, like, I forgot how much was the percentage and as well, like, the amount of money per dollar that's from the live points. But when I did that for a certain amount of live points, the return back was not good enough. And it really felt like I was being cheated upon for everybody that spent so much coins on me. And that amount from what they paid for and giving it back to me, that just really hurt me.
Okay.
it just was not worth the value. I discussed with the staff before. I would appreciate it if you would change something in the money conversions. We understand it's a business. We understand there's money difference in different countries, but there needs to be better incentive for us to have at least close to what people are paying for. Because these people spend so much of their money for us Forbidden. And there should be no reason why that these people deserve at least a decent amount for these live points. These are the treasures of people. So for me, I mostly use the live points that I've collected to give back to the community. I turn them into coins. That is more better value to me, to give back to the people that have supported me, to the people who deserve to be given back. Because these are people that have supported you, Forbidden. These are the people that made you achieve what you do. And that is a better return compared to you getting the money. Because you're not getting much out of it. It's making people happy with those live points, to me, is what makes it more valuable. The essence, at least in an at least ethical way.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I appreciate that because I had similar thoughts because I had just done the Pioneer because I was doing the tutorial for people. And when I finished it, I was like, this is really not comparable to like the amount of money I know people have spent. So I just wanted to know like if I was the only one who felt the same way. So thank you so much, Katsu, for answering that. And then Katsuga, do you have any final words for the end of this interview?
For you, or for anybody?
Anybody, me, the person down the road, whatever you want to say to end this interview.
Well, the one thing, or I guess many things, is I just want to at least let you guys know that you're loved, you're appreciated. I see how hard you guys are working on reality. You're putting yourselves out there, you're doing your best, and you know, I commend you. That is something not easy, and that is really the first step of you growing here as a person, as a streamer, or whatever you want to be here. You can be that next influence as a streamer or a person. And that's what I would love for you guys to do in the future, or even right now. You can be the next somebody. Heck, you can even be the next Kasuga. Please don't, though.
Please, everybody, do not become Katsuga. We only need one Katsu. We love him very much.
Yeah. Yes, Bree. There's only one sussy cat here, Bree. And that's me, Bree. Indeed. But in being serious, though, I want to see you guys be the best person you can be, and please be sure to bring self-love to others that could definitely use that, especially from someone like you. Because I know, and I can believe in you, that you can make a difference on here. Because you guys are already doing a good job, just by listening to this, and even just hearing for what anybody has to say. Be awesome, be great, be somebody that you can inspire. And also, well, be somebody where we can always say, hey, this person is definitely worth it. And you will always be worth it, no matter what. Thank you for having me, Forbidden.
Thank you so much, Katsuga.
And to all of you guys as well.
Thank you.
I'm happy you could have me here and talk with me. And even spend time with me for being me. Thank you.
Of course, I love having you. Thank you so much for interviewing with me. Alright, everybody, that is the end of the interview with Katsuga. Mwah, Jeanette.